Hello from HW Group. In this video, we will look at remote config. Remote config is a Perseus feature that enables configuration via the Perseus web interface, even if the device is not on the LAN. It is simply done from a portal based on SensDesk technology that supports this feature. A device connected to the same network can be accessed easily via its web GUI using a web browser. To access a device that is not on the same LAN without using a VPN, you can access the Perseus web GUI through the remote config feature in a supported portal. The first step to start configuring remote config is adding your device to a portal that supports this feature. It is necessary to have the device connected to the LAN for this step. Open the device web interface, navigate to the Services menu, and select the Portal tab. Check the Enable box and the Remote Config box. Here, you must paste the credentials obtained from your portal settings. Let's open the SensDesk portal to find these credentials. In the portal, click the user icon, person, and select My Team. In the Portal Settings section, you will find all the necessary credentials. Copy the portal URL. Paste this URL into the Perseus web interface. The provided URL uses HTTP, you must change it to HTTPS because remote config requires a secure connection. For a secure connection, use HTTPS port 443. Next, copy and paste the team and team password. Click Save, and then click Manual Push to send data to the portal immediately. The device is now added to the portal with the remote config option enabled. We can easily check if remote config is working in the portal. Go to the Devices section and choose your Perseus unit. You should see an option to click on Remote Config. If the option is available, it is set up correctly. You will see that the interface is the same as the web interface accessed via the LAN. If the button is grayed out, Remote Config is not available. Remote config works with two types of network connections. Perseus can be connected to a LAN with internet access, allowing local access to the Perseus GUI. With remote config active, you can also access the web GUI from the SensDesk portal from anywhere. If the Perseus unit has an LTE modem, remote config can also work over LTE. While LTE is often used for backup connectivity, the device can fully operate using only an LTE connection. However, the initial setup of remote config must always be performed via the LAN using the device's web GUI. Let's look at other options for accessing the Perseus web GUI from the Internet. Devices can use a fixed IP address to be visible to the entire Internet, but this is not recommended for Perseus. The device would be immediately vulnerable to bot attacks, making it insecure. A secure alternative is accessing the LAN via a VPN, but this requires complex configuration and coordination with the IT department. Remote config, however, leverages the connection between Perseus and the portal. It is a completely secure method for remote configuration and does not require a complicated setup. The remote config function is not available on all portals to which Perseus can be connected, only portals based on SensDesk technology offer this option. The HWG-cloud.com portal does not support remote config. On SensDesk.com, the remote config option is available only in the paid version. Other third-party portals based on SensDesk technology often include this feature as part of their paid services. Now, let's go through a few practical configurations using remote config in the SensDesk portal. First, we will change the Perseus device name. On the SensDesk portal, open the Devices tab and select the Perseus unit where remote config is active. Click the Remote Config tab, and the Perseus Web GUI should load. Navigate to the General menu and select Identification. Change the name of the device and click Save. The device name is now changed. Next, let's try a firmware update, which can also be done via Remote Config. In the Perseus GUI, navigate to the System menu and find the FW Update section. Click the Check for Update button and wait. The system will inform you if new firmware is available. If it is, click the Download and AMP Upgrade button. Wait for the process to complete. We can see that our firmware is up to date. For the third configuration, we assume a condition for a temperature sensor is already created, and we want to set up email alerts for it. In the Perseus Web GUI, navigate to the Control menu and select Targets. Click the New Target button. Fill in the target name and email address. Adding a phone number is optional. Click Save. Continue to the Control menu and select Actions. Click the New Action button. Select Email as the action type. Name the new action, and click Create. Now, let's fill in the necessary entries. For the template, use the predefined one. In the Action Target section, assign the target we just created. In Action Triggers, select the first option, Any Condition Changes State. In the Conditions section, assign the condition for the temperature sensor. Click Save, and the new action is successfully created. That's all for today's video. Thank you for your attention.